Hi Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, welcome to your reading. We'll take a look at what August looks like for you. It is your season, so I'm really excited to see what pops up. Okay, for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising, how is August? How are they doing in August? What's going on in their lives? Oh wow, we have Judgment as the first card. Awesome. We have the Queen of Wands as well popping up, which is a very Leo card. I find very charismatic, confident, social people person. Everyone just finds the magnetic. We have Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Tower. We have the Judgment and the Tower. That is very, very interesting. I would like clarifiers for each of these cards, please. Can we clarify Judgment? Okay, so you are very bold in this month. You have your vision cleared. It's sort of your soul knows what it wants, and you are as well very clear about it. And you have the patience to put in the time and the effort, everything that needs to be put into this particular project, aim or goal. And this is something liberating. Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is someone who's very stuck, feeling like there is no solution. But the Tower brings about a breakdown of the old structure, which illuminates a breakthrough, which shows you what changes needed to be made in order for the liberation to happen. Meanwhile, Judgment is of course the liberation in the soulful sense, and Queen of Wands is the lighting up of the spirit. Okay, expressing yourself more. We have Seven of Swords. So yeah, you're not stealing time and energy from yourself. It's sort of becoming really clear about what you want. And for some of you, it might be a very controversial path, something that no one has tried before, or you are more the unique person in your surroundings. But you know that can do two things. One, there is the I don't know how to fit in, or I don't know how I can make sense of these the balance between, you know, being myself and also being with other people. But the Seven of Swords of Judgment feels like you're going to get more ownership, like you don't care if you have to stand out. Yeah, the Fool here as well. A brand new chapter in August here that's clarifying the Queen of Wands. So you have a whole new era of creative juices, of your own self coming out. Just, you know, with each stripping back of the ego, we just become more us. And the more us we become, we shine better, okay? So the true core of your essence is coming out even more in August, unleashing a lot of the creativity. There is a whole new blank canvas, right? With the Fool, there is confidence in the future, faith in tomorrow, and there is just one intention, one wish, and a lot of hope. And you just go forward from there. You trust that the right resources, the people, and the timing will show up. We have the Hermit. Okay, so you're spending some time by yourself and you're contemplating what is of importance to you. Again, it's part of the process, right? We have to know what we want first and foremost, and then we have to kind of think about it. How much is this worth? How much of my time should I put into this? How much of my perseverance and patience should I put into this? And is this same energy better focused elsewhere? Right? So there is all of these questions that you are asking yourself, and that being in the very center, these two cards. Overall, it has the you by yourself type of vibe, even though you're being social and you know, there are aspects of, you know, people around you or wanting to be around you, and you are having a good time when you're hanging out with other people. But mostly, you know, you have your own thoughts, you have certain things you need to take care of or you want to take care of, and those things come up and you got to do it by yourself here. That can involve again in areas of the mind. Okay, make sure to check the astrology video as well, because yeah, there were certain aspects where it was more introspective, so maybe that will give you some more guidance about which part of the month you will be feeling this more, and how that vibe matches up with yours and how can you better flow with it. I've also made an infographic where you just click on the specific date on the calendar and it takes you to the page where you get some tidbit information of what's going on, how it is affecting, and how can we flow and connect with the energy. That way we can make the most productive use out of the month and what the astrology has in store for us, right? So yeah, that might be helpful here. Okay, let's clarify Eight of Swords. What is that about? Leos. Oh, Six of Cups. So some of you, it might be releasing old patterns. It can be old emotional attachments as well. Releasing the tie to the childhood in some way, or not wanting to release certain things, but knowing that you must leave behind subconscious beliefs or previous conditioning because it is not helping you move forward in your future. There is also a lack of clarity of whether of how the past has influenced the future. But with all of these breakthrough and liberation cards coming up, it's as though you're learning from the past. You're learning how you have kept yourself stuck in certain ways, and by knowing how you have kept yourself stuck, you're able to bring yourself out of the situation, and therefore you're unleashing yourself into a new territory, a new sense of identity and reality. And you're ready to just move forward and have this breakthrough. Wonderful. For some, it can literally be the ex or old friends that you no longer, talk with. You've outgrown them. But you see how you had a certain pattern within yourself, and that's why you attracted such people. But now that you realize what the pattern has been, you're not going to repeat it, and you're really happy about that. The happiness is still kind of a dim wisdom as well. You're still absorbing it, you're reflecting on it, you're letting that sink in basically, and you're letting yourself have the time you need. You're respecting yourself a lot more this month, by the way. You're taking the time you need in order to recuperate, in order to better understand your life, your situation, and how to move forward from here. We have the Shadow, clarifying the Tower, and we have Three of Pentacles. Okay, so this is working with the shadows. That's what I hear. You learn to work with the shadows. You're no longer afraid of fear. You acknowledge fear, and you're gonna face it head on. There is really nothing that can stop you. There is at least that feeling. It's as though I am wise enough, I am sage enough, I have enough guidance within me to take me to the lighter side of things. And difficult circumstances happen for a reason, and each of the reason ultimately leads us to open ourselves up to who we truly are. The shadow as well belongs to the part of the identity. It's just a castaway, and it is cast away because during our childhood, because of society, people around us in class, in school, in society, neighborhood, our families, all these many different people, and also other nowadays digital influences as well. All of that influence our mind to believing that certain things are bad and certain things are good, and we need to align with what is good, and we just neglect everything that is bad. But what is good and bad, it is always relative. And the shadow talks about in one era wearing something, okay, was totally not okay. Being a certain way was totally not okay. But as we evolve in time, we recognize that that's not the limit, that's not the label. You can be so many diverse things, and you are still worthy of so much more. You're still worthy of being one of something, right? So this is the feeling of castaway that you are recombining, and this is the castaway bit that has been stopping you from moving forward, in the sense it needed incorporation. Many times within the shadow we find skill sets that were ignored. Let's say during childhood, people say that creative pursuits is not going to take you anywhere, that it's all very difficult to make it, and so on and so forth. So we just continue in the journey having that mindset that maybe and mostly we cannot do it, right? So we put that confidence that we had where we dared to dream, and we put that in the shadow. The Tower itself is telling me everything here. So you're not going, so we subconsciously start stealing away resources. We self-sabotage because we just, somewhere in our mind believe that either we are not deserving of it or that it can't happen because of so and so reasons, right? But time to work with the shadow is now upon us, Leos. Okay, you're leaving behind the limiting blocks. You're not stopping yourself anymore. You're just gonna do what makes you feel bold, courageous, happy, excited, everything that brings and breathes life into you. Okay, you want to feel that richness from within, and all of this is happening so internal, and it's going to have such a profound impact internally. Hermit, Judgment, and the Tower, the Shadow, all of these go very deep within. And after such a compression and compacting of all of these different memories and the thought processes that come towards you, that are already taking place actually, it just comes to a culmination this month. You recognize a different side to you. Theater, acting, singing, everything that Leo stands for, basically, that's the Queen of Wands. So taking the first step, taking a leap of faith, just going with what your spirit is asking you to do and not caring so much about every other factor. Okay. We have first love, again, that naive, playful feeling of the first love, right? It's just butterflies, it's pink and beautiful and soft colors, right? This is talking about falling in love again with life, just breathing more passion into your existence. We also have symbolism. So you're recognizing a lot of patterns, and many times they can come in the form of symbolism, of course. They don't have to, but that can be specific for some of you. But this heron over here represents the wise and the thoughtful. So gathering all of the information, being patient and calm and observing instead of reacting and doing all the time, because in moments of silence we know the path forward. And we also have discernment. Yes, what do you wish to put your focus, your attention, your time to? Being discerning of people you let into your life, situations you take action towards, and how do you veer within those situations. It can range from many different levels, right? But yes, practicing discernment. Beautiful. We have cosmic ether. So ether is where everything is made. Ether consists of all the elements that we have. Okay, from ether comes all of these 4 elements, and when we combine all of these elements, we get ether. Then we have photon, which is the wave of light. There is light, and therefore there is existence. We know of existence when it hits. We know of light when it interacts with matter. And matter needs to be illuminated by light. So again, there is the coming together of the many different resources, the many different sides that you have, gaining a lot of clarity, expressing your creative force. Oh, speaking of matter, oh wow. Completely not orchestrated, of course. Wow. So what I was saying, it's nice to have the confirmation. Let's get you some advice now. In terms of work, quite nice. Just keep your head down, do your thing. And Queen of Wands, just be very confident in what you're doing. Make sure you're, on point, because this is like really passionate and driven and focused and all that. So yeah, as long as you keep doing that, it is good. The focus is not so much on the everyday life, really. It's all really big picture stuff. So yeah. Okay, then we have my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Yeah, so that's the Fool and the Queen of Wands energies. So this is like all things that you're becoming, and this is sort of how you're becoming it and what are you working on. Okay, that's a nice way to summarize that, I believe. We'll take these 2. Hope is the conduit for miracles. Exactly, that's what the Fool believes. It's sort of following that philosophy in the whole reading. And we have, I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. And that would be the Hermit. and really beautiful. Very useful. Can we just have one card here to get an overall view of the month? Just an overall look. Okay, we'll take this. We have change with the lunar eclipse. Yeah, definitely big changes taking place here. And eclipses, bring about fateful changes. So that is what the soul has intended for this life. So definitely very soulful and deep once more. We have Enlightenment. Okay. Not surprised. And this says, no mud, no lotus. Okay, I love it. Okay, then we have hidden secrets. It's the psychological breakthroughs. Once hidden from you, no longer. We have power and healing, unlocking your power, healing yourself, of course. Love at first sight once again. And proud spirit. Yeah, you're falling in love with life once more. Okay, let's get your astro dice. What do we have? The Leos, any additional information? Yes, we have Pluto, we have Pisces, and we have 7th house. Oh, okay. Transformation in your relationships or how you form relationships, the type of people you want to interact with, and also spiritual transformation. Pluto and Pisces together is so powerful for enlightenment and awakenings and just profound realizations about our emotional body and our spiritual bodies. This can come through other people, or other people are going through some transformative experiences and you are observing, hence the very observant and patient type of energy as well, and through them you're getting so much information and clarity about where you stand and how you have been growing and how you can shift yourself for the better, right? Okay, let's get some charms. Leo. We have 2 stars, we have tennis racket, we have a clothespin, a swallow, and a feather dagger or a quill. Yeah, so 2 stars again, that you're totally shining here. Being able to see very clearly. It's also following the star, the judgment energy is coming up, but this is what I was talking about, having the playful spirit as well. This plus the swallow is freeing yourself and doing what makes you feel happy, and the tennis requires a lot of passion and energy and stamina as well, so you're really putting yourself towards something that is worth something to you. So it brings you more freedom even though you're exerting yourself more. Okay, it's like working for something, but since you love what you do, then you don't mind putting in the effort, right? Okay, clothespin. Yeah, so certain things that this basically talks to me that things that have not escaped before, things that have not been brought out into open, is just going to come into the open here, so that you can get better grip on yourself, have a better understanding. I think that's the correct way. A better understanding of the depth that you have, what you can do, what you have encountered, and respecting yourself a lot. Because of it, the quill also talks about creativity and expression, and it's also the gentle power of words, and that you don't have to stoop to any, shady levels of any type to make a point, that there are many different ways and you're acting with power, but it is very gentle. It's not aggressive at all. You just can own the place basically by simply being yourself. 2 stars also center of attention, so there might be other people around you that are going through all of this as well. Like check your partner house just in case something's going on. But yeah, we did have some aspects with Pluto in the astrology video, so yeah, check that out. What else? Wise, reflecting on the experiences and gathering wisdom from them. Okay, so Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August. We have Knight of Cups. We have 9 of Swords. We have A. This could be someone's initial. We have 10 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Cups. You're moving on from difficult circumstances, allowing yourself to be happy, not stopping your abundance, not stopping yourself from moving forward in life in any way. So if you want it, you are going to go for it. Make an offer. Be unafraid to express yourself. More artistic work with Knight of Cups. Expressing your heart. There can be some confessions as well. Moving on from difficult emotional attachments or patterns or subconscious limitations. Yes, so that's what I have for you, Leo. There's a lot going on. I wish you all the very best and make the best use out of it, because this can really propel you forward towards any goal and ambition that you have, okay? So good luck. Check out your sun, moon, and rising for the full picture of the month ahead, and also the astrology if you want. I will link everything in the description box in the comment below. So yeah, take care. I will see you again next time. Bye.